Hey everybody, Big Lou Gaming back with another video. Here we go to talk about just a quick update on the current event for Penelope Couture, right? So essentially what's going on with me right now is I kind of sort of changed my mind as far as whether this event is worth it or not, because it's actually a little easier to farm some of the purses and the Penelope hats than I thought. So in the campaign, as this is the farthest I got, to battle number 3. I had absolutely no chance in battle number 4. My team basically consisted of, oh shoot. So my team consisted of, I'm just gonna show it in a brawl so y'all can see like the overall power level. But my team consisted of, it was my Labard, and then it was Photosil because he has a sync with Penelope Couture, and then let me see if I can find her. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? She's right here. She's almost at 5-star. So with 4-star, I was able to beat battle number 3. I can beat it, but I can't 3-star it. And then my last one is obviously the show-based Daffy. So this is what I got so far. I was able to get a lot of Daffy pieces by going through the event quest and getting his pieces. I actually already spun the golden ticket spin twice, so that's 24 golden tickets. Just because I got the package they were offering, 16 golden tickets plus all the plus all the gems. So I actually did a 30 gem purchase with 7,200 gold gems for 30 golden tickets. So since I was able to stack up a few, I was okay with spending a couple on this event, and I still have 70 left. Yeah, I actually hit a jackpot on the very first golden ticket spin. The second one, it was all common and rare toons. And then I actually hit a jackpot for Phantom Le Pew on this one as well. I waited till I had 90 hats. I spun it, and I got 125 pieces of him. So I have him at 5.1 stars now, I think. And I think that throughout the rest of this event, what I'm going to try to focus on is continue spinning this. So see if I can get Porky Pig to 6 stars. And any kitty kitty pieces I can get. And like I said, they actually have 5 epic toons within the event in general that I really like. To power up. So within that is Lola and Phantom Le Pew. And the golden ticket spins were actually very beneficial because one of the ways that you can actually advance is by collecting superior regional materials, and that'll give you more Daffy pieces. And I'm not even worried about the Daffy pieces on this section, all right? I'm worried more about the hats because the hats give you 25 points per hat, and that'll help you out in the secondary daily event, which is really what I was focusing on. So are those for me? You guys can see I already hit milestone 6, and I've been trading in all of these for golden tickets for more golden ticket spins because they give you more pieces per exchange. At first, I thought that I wanted to use the contracts to get the featured event toon exchange because they give you at least 70 pieces per exchange. You can see here 20, 15, or 70 pieces flat. So 35, 15, and then 20. But then I was just like, nah, I'll get golden tickets and do golden ticket spins for more pieces and a chance at more Penelope Couture pieces as well. But that's not what I'm going to focus on right now. What I'm going to do now is, hold on, let me get these real quick. Oh, I lost crate. So I'm just working on superior regional material so that I can get more hats. But what I'll talk about is Alliance Wars and basically the teams that I like to use, all right? So every time that we go to war, I know that my CD team is pretty good, so I always try to get a tower there. This time around, my team actually told me that I should get on a, wait, what? I might be a little salty. Did they remove my team? Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. That's the enemy team. All right, so this is my team right here. Since I just got Sylvester Jr. to 7-star as well as Devil Dog, I decided to take over a city tower. I added Granny to. Whoop. Sorry about that. My baby woke up out of sleep, just like screaming. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, there's a team that I like to use on defense. Every time I get a city tower, essentially what my alliance tends to do, which I think we're all on the same page with, is to buff up all our defenses to level 4 and then our ship to level 8 minimum. And we've been doing really, really good about that. This defense, like this time around, our defenses were a little wonky. I think people were just busy, so we had like last minute defenses. But I made sure to get my defenses on city, and then our actual leader told me that I should bump up to a tower instead of a cannon because my synergies work pretty well. And this team has honestly been working for me in arena too, just for defenses. And let me explain why, just really, really quick. Once the battle starts, Sylvester Jr.'s usually got some very, very decent speed, so he can do some damage. If any of them get hurt too bad, like there's no way they can take out Scarlet and Pumpernickel that fast, especially if they're going against my AI. He'll most likely outspeed their third or fourth person or toon that'll finish him off, and he'll use his third ability to gain hidden. Once he gains hidden, Sylvester Jr. gains hidden, right? Now that's 2 chances to heal for over 500 each once each one of those comes out of hidden. Once they go into hidden, all the damage that Scarlet Pumpernickel just took, Granny will replenish because he gained hidden. By that time around, they can only hit 2 of my toons. That's either Hector, which they can't wipe out right away, or Granny. Most likely they're going to go for Granny. Once Granny gets under 50% health, Scarlet Pumpernickel grants her hidden. So you guys see how it protects all the way around? And then every time Hector attacks, he boosts Granny's speed, or turn boost, so that she can then have an ability to get her healing over time done right away. So following that, the first move Sylvester Jr. is going to do right out of hidden is going to be his second attack, which stuns the enemy he attacks while getting out of hidden, and that's 500 health for everybody. So whatever damage the Scarlet Pumpernickel just took or the Granny just took, they're all basically back at max health. Once that happens, usually Scarlet Pumpernickel then it goes because they usually stun a toon that's next through my AI. Scarlet Pumpernickel attacks with his second ability, which removes his hidden, and that's more healing. And then by that time around, Hector would have either done one of two things. The first move he would have done is either taunt, or he would have done like the whole remove healing over time and apply damage over time. And either way it works because he'll end up taunting eventually to protect my team for at least 2 turns, right? And because he's so slow, he taunts for a longer period of time. And by the time his taunt is over, Granny applies healing over time. And really the only counter to that a team must have to beat me is excessive DPS, like excessive damage to outdo the healing, or to have a counter like Hector or a Roadrunner, which removes those buffs, like the healing over times, which most people really don't. And that being said, they're going to start worrying about healing over time, the taunting, the damage. Scarlet Pumpernickel hides again. Sylvester Jr. starts stunning and healing, and it's just a whole pattern, right? And then Hector can taunt like after one move, after getting his taunt taken away, I think. So then he starts taunting at 7-star with over 700 defense. Like this team just works really, really well for me on defense. And then I just played a filler here. I think this is my tower. Yeah, I don't have a strong farm team. My strongest farm toon is OG Fogleg. Other than that, I don't have much else. Sam Sheepdog is my second strongest, but he's only 5.2 stars. So what I did was I wanted to get more attacks off before the enemy did. So I added the Scarecrow Sylvester, which I eventually want to get to 7-star. I might start farming him through the campaign. But essentially what my strategy here is OG Fog protects the entire team while they're being slowed down by Scarecrow Sylvester's abilities, so that Grand Duke and Black Knight Sam can get some massive damage off. Black Knight Sam at 7-star is amazing. Like he'll just put out so much damage, and with the new AI, this team can actually look pretty. Like just imagine going up against this team, right? You're basically hoping to protect your healer right away, or Black Knight Sam will do very, very short work of him. And if you leave him with very low health, Grand Duke Sylvester has an AoE attack that'll just finish that off. So that's what I'm doing right now. So what I'm going to walk you guys through is, well, first I'm going to donate. Let me see. I'm going to get our attack up to level 5. I have 1910 left, or 1826. I think I'm going to focus on speed. And this is for our attacks only, okay? And then let's see what I can do. All right, so I've done a walkthrough on this before. I essentially want to go for some of the stronger teams, if possible, that are on tower. So I'm checking the first the 2 towers per island. And right now, they all look pretty strong. Like, can I take one of them out? Probably, but at the expense of a lot of strong toons. See, like right here, I would be scared of that 7.6 star bugs. Yeah, more 7-star toons. See, I'm dumb. I'm looking at my island. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the actual enemy team. See, like this team, I know I can take on it by adding Devil Dog to my attack team. There's a little bit of lag. I want it to go away. All right. It's a 64K team here. I actually think, yeah, I should be able to beat this, no problem. So, here's where synergies are very important. So, I'm attacking the Chili team, right? And my biggest threat here is Black Knight Sam and Porky Pig, right? Or not Porky Pig, Friar Porky. So Friar Porky, look at his power level, right? He's on par with my top 2. But what does a lot of damage to him? Daffy Hood. And Daffy Hood would also be able to steal some of those defenses that the teams are going to be having. But I want to protect him. And going up a team against Chili, I want to take someone that can either remove buffs or kill the people that inflict Chili fast enough. But honestly, I don't know if I want to go for this team yet, because I usually like taking out dodge teams, because all these city teams are going to have a granny. And with that being said, I should be able to beat these teams by bringing in my Hector. So again, I want to bring in Daffy to take out that Fire Porky, and now I need a second tank and then a healer. For a tank, I might want to bring OG Fog just to prevent any damage and protect my Daffy Hood. My Daffy Hood is going to be the main person here, okay? Against that Friar Porky, because he does 50% more damage against Porky Toons. And then from here on out, I just want to bring a healer, and I need consistent healing. So I think I'm going to go with this, right? Now, it really all just matters which way you want to approach it. Another team that I would bring is Grand Duke Sylvester, just to get rid of that dodge. And he inflicts defense down for 4 turns, I think. So I'll be able to eventually get rid of that Porky and that Hector. And then I would also want to get rid of those taunts. So bring in my Granny, and then a secondary passive healer, right? Like not a healer that you'll depend on completely. So someone like Dr. Dogstein, right? Or a healer or a tank that can heal themselves, right? So that would be, maybe I could bring my Fire Porky, you know? So let's actually try, see, like Barkeep would be a good secondary healer as well, because he's especially because he's so tanky. So I'm trying to think of what other tanks I have that heal themselves, and really they're all already up here. So that would be all of these up here except Hector. But you know what? Think about these synergies too. If I bring in my other Hector, then let me see. Then my Granny will get her healing over time off quicker. Now the only problem with that is if my Granny gets her healing over time, like pretty quickly, her Granny has the ability to remove all of those with her second ability. So you got to think about that too. Okay. But I'm just trying to give you guys a couple of strategies of things that I like to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to bring OG Foghorn, take some damage, and I don't know, guys, this might be embarrassing. I might have to go for some weaker teams, but I always try to go for a couple of towers first. So what I want to do is Granny, I know her ability removes or inflicts attack down, so I'm going to do that. And I want to go for Granny right away. I want to get rid of her. Let's see. He's going to attack. I'm going to keep attacking Granny. I'm going to taunt with Fog. She can't remove that, and he'll be able to tank a good amount of hits. But once their Granny is out of the way, and see, that's why it's important to have synergy. Every time my Grand Duke Sylvester attacks or counters, Granny gets a turn boost. Same thing with Devil Dog. So now what I'm going to do is just inflict damage over time over everybody. Granny's next turn, she's going to die. So I can stop attacking her. Oh, never mind, she just healed. Alright, so let me do some crit damage. AoE. And from here, it should be some smooth sailing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to taunt with Devil Dog just to inflict defense down and attack downs, just so I don't get any surprises. And then from here, it's just damage, okay? So I'll work on Hector first. I'm going to go for Daffy next, just because he's my biggest threat. And it's good that he attacked already, because it gets rid of his dodge chance. So let me remove all those. I'll even taunt again. I'll taunt again just to play it safe. There he goes. And the thing about Porky is, man, he heals for so much. I think 50% of his health, and he has 3,163 health. So I want to do as much damage as I can, but that's why it's important to inflict those defense downs with Grand Duke. See, he just healed all of that. And then my Devil Dog, like he's basically immune to almost everything except defense down, dodge chance down, and speed down. So I have to rely on my defense down so that I can inflict more damage with time. And Devil Dog doesn't really help me because one of his best things about his basic attack is that he inflicts damage over time, but I can't do that because he's immune to it. Yep, he just taunted again. And again, guys, we just got to keep going. I mean, I'm gonna win this already. Like I already know I am. It just takes a little time. I think a way that Porky is really annoying is when he's on a counter team, because he gains 3 defense up with his basic attack. So if he's on a counter island, and he's healing, and then every time he attacks with a counter, he gets defense up. That is annoying, because then the whole battle just gets prolonged in you trying to inflict enough damage. All right, so that was one battle, and I think now I'm just gonna go after a few easier battles. All right, so what do I have here? All right, so from here I'm gonna go for pure damage. So I'm gonna take my Daffy. I'm gonna take my Wile E. Coyote to silence a few of them. I'm gonna take my let's see. Actually. Let's see. I could probably use some of my weaker teams on this. Let's bring Daffy and Bugs. For my healer, I can maybe bring Chamberlain, Porky, and then just bring a strong tank. So someone like Hector, right? Maybe I should be able to win this. Let's try it. So the whole part of the war strategy is making sure you don't use all of your good toons at once. You want to be able to have at least one good toon that can carry your team to victory throughout the whole battle or throughout the whole war. So I'm gonna go for her first. Let me go ahead and taunt just to get that out the way. Let me see. Let's give our team some stats up. Okay, let's lower his attack. Let's do some damage. And this is where Daffy Hood, or I'm sorry, OG Daffy really thrives. Because he makes himself gain all these attack ups, and I see that nobody on his team can make me get rid of those. So what does that mean to me? It means that I'll be able to do massive damage after a few turns, and he gets attack up for anyone that does a crit hit. So right now what I need to do is I need to use Porky's basic attack so he can heal himself. I'm gonna taunt again. Hector should be able to take all these hits. But what I really need to do is I really need to get rid of that Climber Granny. But now that I'm here, I might as well, let's see, 432, yeah, they all do the same damage. I might as well go for this, I can't think of his name, Yeti. So I'm going to heal him again. I'm going to take away turn boost. Yeah, I need to get rid of that Climber Granny. So I'm going to stun Elmer. Damage. Heal. And really, it's just now it's just a play smart game, I guess. So I'm gonna keep attacking with this basic attack to get more attack up. I'm gonna take off those defenses. I'm gonna need to heal my team again soon. But this Elmer needs to go away. Another basic. So that's already 10 attack up. I'm gonna give even more stats up. Take away turn boost, and now I'm gonna start going for. Actually, I'm gonna inflict attack down on that Gauss. I don't want any surprises, and let's see if I can hit one hitter. Ooh, so close. Let's heal, take her out, and then that's it. You know, from here on out, it's just damage, damage, damage. And that's why, again, that's why OG Daffy is so good. He has 14 attack up right now. That's 140% attack up. Yep. So you just look at this, 2,000 damage, 1,200. Yeah, I forget OG Gauss has so much defense. All right, guys, just two more battles. I know it's a long video. Actually, you know what? I'll spare y'all the details. You guys get a general idea of what I like to look for, what I like to do. Again, it really depends on which island you're going for, and there's always one or two toons that you can use against that island. For example, Dodge Island, it used to be Speedy, but now it's like Grand Duke Sylvester or teams that can stun, right? So think King Bugs or think Sam Sheepdog if you have them strong enough. For Chili, and then also think, sorry, going back to the Dodge Island, it's a city team, right? So think who you're facing in those city teams. It's the Grannies, the Hectors, the Sylvesters, the Tweeties. So not only do you have to worry about the dodge, but you have to worry about the healings over times and the hiddens, right? And the taunts, because Hector it's really not a good character, but he has super high defense. So you got to think about that, right? You want to be able to remove those taunts. For Chili, you're going to be going up against the Yetis and most likely Climber Grannies like I just did. If not Climber Granny, then maybe the Mountain Man Sam, which you're going to expect some Chili. So bring in your Devil Dogs, bring in your Valkyries, or bring in just your damage dealers to be able to wipe out at least one toon fast enough, right? Up here we have counters. Honestly, counter island, I don't really like to attack too much because you always get surprised. Sometimes they attack, sometimes they don't. We've just had an Outback Dog event. I can assure you there's an Outback Dog somewhere in those teams. And you don't want to deal with that. But if you have to, think stun. All right, think about your stun teams or bring in 3 tanks and a healer that can get protected at all times because tanks can tank those counters. So think OG Goss, think Devil Dog, think Monster Fog, or just like tanks that do just massive damage. But honestly, the only one I can really think of is like, Prize Fighter Daffy, because he can stun and do damage and tank, right? And then the last one, Crit Island. This is honestly my favorite island to go after because I love using Referee Foghorn. So I would bring in probably my OG team, if not bring another tank. I'm a little scared of that Nasty Canasta because Nasty Canasta, he is actually a huge damage dealer to tanks. But with teams like this, with a nice crit chance up, I would bring in toons that benefit off of that. So I would bring in Barkeep. That's 2 healers, a tank, and then I'll just need a damage dealer. And so looking at this team, what is my biggest threat again? That Nasty Canasta. And he has plus 50% defense unless he has a defense down. Who inflicts defense down? Black Knight Sam. So now my team is basically on par with theirs. And I'm sure I can eventually out-heal their healing over time. But yeah, that's what I like to do. The Referee Foghorn is just so good against these islands. So I can probably take on that 72k team, but I'm not going to risk it really. I like to risk those towards the end once I know we're winning. Like right now we're up 24-5. Maybe later on in the day when the reset hits, if we're still up a good amount, then I'll do it. And I can give you guys that showcase. But all right, guys, expect a tier list soon. I know I've been saying that, but now that I'm actually starting to use my laptop for recording, then I can more effectively be able to do those tier lists while you guys can see while I pull up the screen and show you the toons and their skills and explain why those tier lists. I'm going to do it by attackers, defenders, and then healers. Or let me know in the comments below what you guys prefer. But I think I'm going to go with attackers because that's what most people really like to see, right? So, all right, guys, Big Lou Gaming, thank you for the support. I'm getting more and more subscribers. I'm going to reply to y'all's comments as best I can. Thank you for all y'all support. All right, coronavirus, stay inside, wash your hands, eat inside, try not to go outside. All right, take care of your family. occupy your mind with something, okay? I've been seeing a lot of people complain about what to do when they're inside the house. You know, guys, just spend time with your family if you can. If you need some alone time, that's okay too. Invest in a hammock. You know, if you guys have trees, get a hammock. If not, hit me up. Leave your PS4 um, gamer tag or whatever. I know gamer tags for Xbox, but leave your user ID or whatever for the PS4, and we can play some Overwatch. All right. But all right, guys. As always, take care of yourself, take care of your family. Have a good day. Big Luke Gaming out.